We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and he got a fresh set of downs.
Tackle made right at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Ball
6.
right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 6. Another run here with Tootin. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Another run here with Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will score! Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
It's the score. Steelers 7, Jaguars 0.
is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. He's going to bring it out. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Three. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot, and that's just a big-time play.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Stephanie! Liking 18! Steady!
They'll run. It's Etienne. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
The last two runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long.
Cougar 19! Let's go!
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 41 yards. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run. It's shooting. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Second down. Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Will Riker down, on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
They get 21 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
On the ground, here's Etienne. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Hawk 70, Hawk, go.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the zone read, here's Johnson. Defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive? Or did they settle for 3? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. This drive begins with a run by Tootin. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Drops down as a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Real quick. It's hot. Come on. It's hot.
On the give, it's Tootin. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line, it's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. If you don't agree, ask the streets on your feet. 5 years, you already know. Already know how it goes. Already know I got to go.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out wide. Jackson so nimble. He's got the 1st down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield. Nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
Finds room inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Complete. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he will have the Steelers 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That is brought in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Okay,
from the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He is worked it inside the 15. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
23 yards. First down, Steelers.
Here we go, here we go. Crack all 80. Steady.
Back to the air one more time.
The first down pass.
Here's second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 5-yard line.
70, Timberwolves.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Get on. Ready. Sit on. Ready. Sit on.
And they'll let Dutcher run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
On the set. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Handoff. It's Tootin. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Jackson now. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Run over center now is Tootin. And he managed to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. First and goal at the 3.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal.
It's not.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Third and goal for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A 23-yard attempt.
Reichert's kick is good. And the Jaguars are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
I'm gonna go.
On play action, here's Jackson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Now Jackson. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They take this in, back at the 16. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
26-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Let's go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. He'll drop the throw. And left side, it's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Johnny Lions. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
The carry here for ETN. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Okay, break.
Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by ETN. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, very nearly a touchdown. He's marked just shy of the pylon.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Steelers. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Steelers back within 7. It's 24-17.
Steelers 17.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now a handoff. ETN. Room to run inside the 40. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Got it. Ready? Bronco quick. Bronco quick.
A run here with Johnson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. 3rd and long.
Let's go. 19, 18.
They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Killy Ringo. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Well, he's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Jaguars 38, Steelers 17. Will Riker to kick off.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
This one complete right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers 1st down.
Now ETN This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Throwing now on third and long. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jaguars. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Wagner's second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Wagner out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. He's got his team a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping them for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.